Hi everyone, this is Miss Malini and you're dialed into yet another fabulous Google Plus Hangout, which is live. That means you can send in your questions live, just hashtag MMFridays. And I have the fabulous Anita Dongre with me and the exceptional Gautam Kalra, who is her stylist for the shows. And you said he styles almost everything that you do.
All my shows Gautam style.
So I'm going to start a question for you, Gautam. What makes Anita's collection so unique?
I think it's a very cluttered market out there, and I think she really understands what variability really means. And it's always very contemporary, chic, classy. Her balance in her outfits is really good. She doesn't overwhelm the woman.
Right.
She just compliments her. It's you can really wear these clothes.
And you've actually had a lot of questions coming in on Twitter as well. And the Wanderer says, I've been wearing and for years. And I want to know, how do you manage to amalgamate chicness and simplicity into your brand? How do you put it all together?
How do I say that? I mean, I love simplicity because like he just said, I don't like the clothes I mean, the wearer has to wear the clothes. The clothes don't have to wear the wearer. I don't know whether I put that correctly. So I like the person who's wearing its personality to also work with the clothes. So I don't like the clothes to be loud. I don't like them to shout. I don't like them to scream. I just something like that.
Now you guys were in charge of Gen Next this season. Tell me what they're like, and does anything stand out for you? And what is it like styling all these newbies?
Well, the thing is, Anita was mentoring it, and then she called me in as the stylist. It's always really exciting working with Gen Next because you never know who they're going to be. They could be the next Pratap, Kalol, whoever of this country. So, and the thing is that they're fresh, young energy, and it's always dramatic. The presentation, you think out of the box. You can be quirky. I think all of them did a great job. There was two distinct looks. One was a more quirky, fun element. There was the edgy lot, and we kind of grouped them differently. And then there was the tribal. I think Dhruv Kapoor was great. Like, all of them in their own right were really cool and individual. And they have a big market out there, so good luck to them.
Yeah, lots of luck to them. And Anita, what was the advice that you gave them? I'm sure they must have all been sort of petrified and looking for some encouragement. What did you tell them that would make them stand out?
I think this whole bunch was really confident. And all they just wanted to know is, they had put great designs on the ramp, and they just wanted to understand the India market as to what is it that they can actually go out and sell there.
Right.
And like with every designer, somewhere it's a balance between creativity and what's also going to sell. So that kind of advice.
Lucky that they had Anita Dongre.
Absolutely. And we of course have people who are dialed in, who are fans of fashion. And we're going to start with Diksha. We're going to turn on your microphone so you can go ahead and ask your question. Oh, we just lost Diksha, but let's see if we can get Kushi back on. Okay, so we're going to come back to her, but we're actually running a really fun contest as well, where people just have to send in a question for you, and they could actually win some really fabulous goodies. So we've got some more questions coming in for you as well. And this actually, I think both you and Gautam can answer. What does a person who doesn't really know fashion personally, what inspiration can they take from Fashion Week that is so daunting and overwhelming and apply that to their own wardrobes and learn something from fashion? How do you break it down to that simplest learning?
I think you've got to look at all the designs that are shown on the ramp, and instead of aping blindly, figure out what works for you. That's, I think, the most important, because you will notice a couple of trends that work for you. So don't try to ape all the trends that you see on the ramp. If you could just pick one or two for the season that work for you, that's good enough.
And Gautam?
I mean, it's all about individuality, and at the end of the day, don't follow trends. I don't follow trends. I never have. With our weather and seasons, we're more of a summer thing. I think it's all about your personality. Don't try to copy someone, then you're just a clone. Balance your look and do what you feel comfortable in. Never feel like, you have to be comfortable in what you wear.
Yeah.
And it's about your personality. If you can be super quirky, be super quirky. If you can't be super quirky, be super simple. And
where is that line, though? What if somebody thinks they're being super quirky and fun, but they've taken it too far? How do you know for yourself when you look in the mirror?
Well, that's why they have to come to silence.
And I think we have Diksha back. So Diksha, go ahead and ask your question.
Sorry, there's problems in internet connection.
No
I just
problem.
want to ask, I love your prints that you do for Global Desi. What is that inspires you to get all those motifs and prints on the fabrics?
Global Desi for me is actually the most fun brand that I work on. I think India is this huge, there's so much inspiration in our country. I think for the next few lifetimes, there's enough inspiration here. So every
Right.
season we look at something that we'd like to work on and carry that forward in prints. And it's all colorful, it's all fun, and that's really the brand I have the most fun working on.
Love that. And actually, somebody else has sent
Super.
in a question. In all your years of dressing so many brides, what's the best advice you give to first-time brides when they're getting dressed up? You dressed me as well. So.
Again, I just say keep it simple. I've been saying that to everybody. Gone are the days when you wore, every jewelry piece that your parents were giving to you in your trousseau.
Yeah.
And I think today the brides are really understanding it. They realize that even though they are the brides, they want to be really comfortable on their wedding
Right.
day. Today's bride, like I always say, she wants to dance the most at a sangeet, so she wants a lehenga that she's comfortable in. She wants to move around. It's gone are the days when you just stood on that one platform and greeted hundreds of people. You want to have as much fun at your wedding.
Of course.
And you can only have that if you're comfortable, and you can look gorgeous, you can look like the bride, you can look beautiful, and be comfortable at the same time.
And some advice got them for styling brides. What can they do to just keep
I
themselves
really
looking
think
amazing?
that nowadays I see like I said, Anita knows how to balance. There's the jewelry that comes on, there's the makeup, there's the clothes. So her clothes kind of allow you to put a little bit of jewelry and a little bit of everything. She
Right.
balances it well. I find that they just think that they look like Christmas cakes really often. Go back and look at the old traditional stuff, like a
Yeah.
simple Banarsi sari. I think
Beautiful,
if somebody dressed up in just that, they would look amazing. I remember Amir's wife Kiran wore a white and gold zari cotton sari
Sari, yeah.
with a Sabyasachi blouse for her wedding, and
Yeah.
I was around, and she just looked spectacular. She actually stood out.
Absolutely.
I mean, you simplicity is beautiful. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't look like a Christmas tree. Remember, there's the jewelry, and then do the outfit. So just balance it. Don't do an overkill. Not everything.
And you guys
together.
did a really fun shoot together in Jaipur. Tell us about it and what was the theme and the style and what did you guys get up to?
So like I always shoot in Rajasthan, and the last shoot was in this beautiful bar Palladio. And the collection is India modern, and this bar has just been refurbished in an old heritage palace hotel. It's beautifully done, and it was great shooting with him. We had a good fun 2 days.
And we had 100 peacocks surrounding us.
Oh yes, how can I forget about the peacocks?
Wow.
The picture I sent
Yes.
her, like it's all these blue colors and the peacocks. It was an incredible bar called Palladio.
The picture I loved the best was he was in the pool, I was sitting at the edge chatting with him, and a peacock comes and starts drinking water from the
No
pool because
way.
it's summer.
That
And I got
sounds
that picture for
insane.
Instagram, and I thought it was beautiful.
That's
This
stunning.
peacock just comes and dips into the pool. It was fabulous.
Fantastic. And of course, we have loads more questions in, so I'm just going to do a quick rapid fire with both of you, okay? Are you ready? Okay. One actress that you think has evergreen style.
Oh, I'm so bad at these. Fire.
Gautam will help you.
Evergreen, Bahida Rahman.
Lovely. Okay. One actor you think all men should look up to.
In terms of dressing?
Yes.
Oh,
Well, in general, but dressing for sure.
Siruddin Shah.
Oh, wow.
wow, I love
Look at
that.
you. Okay. Your favorite color, one color, and one color that you really don't like.
My favorite color? White.
And one you don't like?
What's the color that I don't like? Maybe like lilac. I don't like lilac. I've never used lilac.
And
Yeah.
Gautam? Sorry, just use the microphone.
If anybody who knows me knows that I love color. I love them all. I don't like brown.
Don't like brown. Oh, fair enough. If you could wave a magic wand and change one style faux pas people have made over generations, what would you change?
I think
Erase it from the history books of fashion.
I would like to erase the Christmas tree brides.
Nice.
I mean, I kind of agree with it.
Absolutely. Okay, and I think we have Tanya back, and Tanya is going to ask a question now. So Tanya, go ahead and ask your question.
I'm so sorry for the internet. I'm just driving back home. And I had a question, like, you like Giorgio Armani, right? He inspires you, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
What about Giorgio Armani particularly inspired you to form your own collection?
Today his style is very simplistic. It's really clean. It's elegant. He's someone who never overdoes anything. And just to see his zest for design and life at the age he's today, and the way he looks, and I think it's fabulous. And the kind of work he does at this age.
Fantastic. Okay, and before we sign out of this, one parting piece of advice for everyone who's watching these Hangouts, something they should take away from you from Fashion Week this season.
I would just say comfort should be first and foremost.
Got them?
Have your own style. Don't follow trends.
I love that. All right, thank you so much for dialing in. And I have very good news for you, Diksha. You have won yourself a fantastic pair of shoes from Dune, and Dune London is now available at Palladium. So you're going to be strutting around in those hot shoes. Thanks for being part of this hangout. Oh, I think somebody just dialed in. Let's see if we can get her on. Is that Love? Hi, Love. Can you hear us? Hi, we can see you, but we can't hear you. Say something. Oh, I don't think our microphone's working, so we're going to get you on for the next Hangout. But thank you all for dialing in. And remember, we have Hangouts every day at 3 and 5, and you can follow all the action live, #MMFridays. Thank you so much for being my guest today on another Miss Malini Hangout. Bye.